Islanders, it's time to recouple. The boys will now pick which girls they'd like to couple up with.
There's a rumor going round.
All the rumors are true, yeah. What you heard, that's true, yeah.
The episode started with the Islanders getting ready for the evening, with Scott telling Mitch he plans on chatting with him later, and the girls ask Abby her plan of action.
It's you and Scott, like, is there something
Are you
there?
gonna chat to him? We have good chat, so like, I don't know.
The Islanders toast the night, and Scott pulled Mitch for a chat to let him know that he's going to crack on with Abby, and Mitch respects that Scott was honest and upfront, but he doesn't see Scott as a threat.
Do you think we'd be a power couple outside?
You're joking, imagine us selfies.
What?
What's the funny then?
It's just different to selfies.
Power couple. We dress good. Nice eyes.
Mitch complimented Abby, and the two-sums kissed, and Scott was in earshot hearing that as he was talking to Sammy, and Sammy was encouraging Scott to go for it with Abby, but she was concerned Mitch would ditch her at the sight of a new bombshell.
Are you worried?
Yes.
Why?
Because
I think Abby was projecting. Anyways, Mitch reassured her, telling her she's a great person and she's stunning. Then they kissed again.
Abs,
yeah.
pull you for a chat.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Tori, I get it. It's a shit situation, but this is the game you continue to sign up to play.
Ouzy, can we rub the daybeds off you, mate?
I was just going to say that.
It's our place.
Yeah.
We've already got a place 2 days in.
Mitch was putting on his brave face as Scott and Abby were chatting on the daybeds, and while these two were flirting at the sunbed, Mitch told the boys Scott pulled him for a chat to let him know he would be kicking it with Abby, and he wasn't bothered by that.
Do you think there's a chance, though?
No. It's not what I heard.
I've seen how you two are, and like, I'll be honest, I've got nothing to worry about.
I ain't got nothing to worry about, bro.
I think you have. I think you have.
Scott was laying it thick on Abby, complimenting her. Then he was telling her they'd have beautiful babies, and then Jess received a text informing the Islanders together at the fire pit.
We'll continue this if we're both still here on the other side of it.
Once at the fire pit, the Islanders learned about the recoupling the boys would be picking. First up was Zach, and he chose Molly. Then Elom chose Catherine, and Ty, he admitted that feelings are cool and he likes how Ella makes him feel, so he reunited with Ella. Next was Lochan.
I think everyone here knows that she's a huge personality, but I get to see that softer, sensitive side to her, which I feel lucky to see.
He added that he could see a future with Whit. With that said, he coupled up with Whitney, and Ouzy coupled up with Kady, and Sammy said he wants to be exclusive with Jess, so they're back together. Then Mitch coupled up with Abby. Poor Scott. As for Montel, he chose Leah, and Scott, he had to couple up with Amber, but in his speech, he made it crystal clear that Abby was his priority.
Ultimately, if this had have gone a different way, I may have picked someone else, but...
Got no choice, basically.
True.
Okay.
After the recoupling ceremony, Sammy and Jess spoke about Sammy's speech, and Jess liked it, so they kissed, at Sammy's kissing booth, of course. Lochan and Whitney are growing closer and spoke about life outside the villa, and then they kissed. Now Mitch, he was telling Abby he is loving getting to know her, and they kissed. Zach likes what's happening with Molly, so they kissed. Now Leah, she said she can't get enough of Montel, and then he complimented her, and then they kissed. As for Catherine, she's feeling good when she's around Elom. She went for the kiss, but he ignored the cue.
My favourite person. I'm going to say that you don't know how special you are to me. Genuinely.
Then they kissed. At the terrace, Ouzy was telling Kady he was pleased with his speech, and Kady thought it was cute, and so they kissed. And later, the girls were celebrating her kiss.
Rabbit. Yeah. But I got my shorty back in bed.
Well, as long as I'm with her, and you two. I don't care where we are.
Since I don't have to tell you about 18 islanders but only 9 couples, here we go. Scott and Amber was social distancing while Mitch and Abi shared goodnight kisses. Zach and Molly were also kissing, and so was Montel and Leah and Ouzy and Kady. While Lochan and Whitney shared cuddles and Sammy big spooned Jess, Catherine and Elom finally took part in the kissathon. And my faves were doing God knows what under the covers.
The next day.
I had a lot of lips in last night.
Yeah, man.
In the kitchen, Ty and Sammy made their girls breaky. I thought they'd just give it to them and vamos, but they asked them to join them on the terrace. Am I rooting for Sammy and Jess? Did this little gesture win me over? And by the way, this is the second date that Ty has initiated for Ella.
I feel like out of everyone, we've definitely grown a lot.
And that's down to you two as well.
And it is down to you two, definitely.
I love it.
While these 4 enjoyed breaky, Kady took Molly to the daybed where they had the most fake conversation known to mankind, and after gushing over the terrace 4, Kady was prying, asking Molly if she wanted to be closed off and have that close off gesture.
We are chilled. We have said it to each
you're
other.
officially
Yeah,
closed off?
yeah.
What the hell? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now, Kady, why would she tell you? Now, Molly told Kady they didn't have to announce it to everyone. And to be fair, Molly and Zach had that convo yesterday, and I'll put a link to that video. Then Molly told her they didn't want people in their business, but Zach was all up in Mitchel's biz, asking him about his love triangle.
2 or 3 days, something. I'm just going to say, listen, you've had enough time to get to know him. I want full focus on us two now.
As for Kady, she went straight to the girls to tell them that Molly and Zach are closed off, and sadly for Kady, the girls didn't give her the reaction she wanted.
Oh, shout out them.
Lochan and Elom called Whit and Kat for their double date, but what I didn't appreciate was them having a dig at Ty and Sammy's bowl of fruit. Isn't it about the gesture? Am I missing something? Weren't they all huffing and puffing about Mitch doing the exact same thing? It doesn't make sense.
We have to show the boys how to do it properly, you know?
Who wants a bowl of fruit? Not me.
Yeah.
Lochan received a text informing the islanders of their challenge Life's a Beach, and round 1 required the islanders to throw shade towards another couple, and Kat, she threw shade at Mitch because Mitch was messy, wasn't she? And what's her face just being messy right like a few minutes ago?
Even though this were a couples challenge, Catherine decided to throw shame on me. I just thought it was a cop-out.
Sammy threw shade at Abi for entertaining Scott, thus creating a love triangle, and Ty, he threw shade at Ouzy, questioning his intention with Kady, and so Ouzy threw shade back at Ty and Ella because Ella entertained him at Casa. Now Zach, he threw shade at Scott because he pied Amber during his recoupling speech, and Abi, she threw shade at Scott because
during Casa, you didn't get to know me at all, and then now you feel vulnerable. You're looking for the freshest couple in the villa.
Montel threw shade at Scott for defending himself when Leah came for him when Leah was wrong. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch this video right here, go in the middle or 3/4 of the way. And Amber, she threw shade at Sammy for using her as a Casa Amor pawn.
Scott and Amber have the most umbrellas, so yeah, no tan for you.
Because you tried your best to make me look shady.
In round 2, the boys had to dig about for a shell, then bring it back to the girls. Then the final round, the couples had to balance on a surfboard while the islanders attacked them with beach balls, and the couple that lost the longest would win.
That was so hard.
That's a shambles.
Ty and Ella put that much effort into your relationship.
When they go low, I go lower.
That was probably a bit of a low blow, but take it how you want.
If you want to play with a child or want to play game, go to Toys R Us. I'm not the one.
Kady wants a reaction, and you know, I think they should just focus on each other.
Leah and Montel won the challenge, and back at the villa, the Islanders spoke about the challenge, and the challenge did cause some tension between the Islanders, and people's true colors were revealed. Case in point with Whitney.
I've been called a game player the whole time I've been in the fucking villa. Now it's coming about again.
Maybe there's some truth to it.
Nah, now we're just trying to piss me off. That's what we're doing. We're just trying to piss me off.
That was really uncalled for, and this is why Molly doesn't tell them anything. What's her beef with Scott about? Why is she beefing with Scott? As for Ella and Ty, they didn't understand why they got so much heat from Ouzy and Kady, and Kady was feeling some type of way because Ty called her second best. While there was Zach and there's Ouzy.
You know what's mad though? I just deep every single round will be done, and then Kady said a little comment.
I mean, I will say, I as much as I saw how it played out, I didn't. Right? Like, I'm not in the lens of the camera. I'm in the lens of me.
All it made me realize is just to keep my distance from Kady, because I thought we were friends. She doesn't stand on her words at all, so I'm just not going to take her seriously anymore.
Hey you, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.